Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Bret. In my hands is The Girls of Dimension 13, collecting the 5-issue series. This was an up and down one, I'll be honest. Written by Graham, Nolan, Bret Blevins is the artist, Gregory, Wright is the colorist, Carlos M. Mangual is the letter. Alright, so this is kind of just a riff on Doctor Strange. There's a very 70s, maybe early 80s vibe to it in the storytelling and the art. I mean, hell, one of the characters is named Ditko. The comic is about this group of girls who are brought together to live in a house for free. What they all find out is every one of these girls have some sort of like magical ability to them. The woman who had originally lived in the house disappeared, and these girls are kind of like, the last protection of Earth, because it turns out the person that used to live in the house was kind of like straight up like Doctor Strange. So it's just Doctor Strange. And these girls are going to replace her, or at least try to find her and save the day. There's this evil being called the Braxis who wants to take over all 13 dimensions, and including ours. So yeah, it's an interesting comic. It's about the course group of young women who are brought together, and they have to go save the world. And at times it works really, really well. And at times it doesn't. Like, it really definitely feels like a comic that is an homage of stuff that's come before, but it never really feels like it also knows it's an homage. And then the other thing about it is, with the art and the storytelling, there's a lot of points where it gets like really trippy and interesting, but it never really commits for that. Like, it dips its toes in the water, but then kind of pulls things back for, I don't know, whatever reason. Like, it could have gotten really trippy visually, and even storytelling wise, and it never really commits to that. You just kind of, after a while, are like jumping from dimension to dimension and seeing these different worlds, which could be really, really cool, but again, not much is explained other than, oops, girls get dumped here in a portal. It is a series of events at times, as opposed to a narrative that's ongoing, if that makes sense. And for me, like, there's so much potential here, and there's so much that could be really, really cool and really, really work. It just doesn't. It's frustrating as how close it gets to being awesome, and it just doesn't nail it down. Which is unfortunate, because again, there's tons of potential here, and tons that could be really, really cool. So it's a bummer. But overall, like, if you kind of want something that's like a throwback to maybe like 70s Doctor Strange with only slight hints at the trippiness, this does have kind of like a retro vibe about it. But it just never quite gets there. I mean, you can kind of start seeing the cool retro vibe with that page. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. I think this is a good example of that. It kind of just, as I said, hints towards it, but it just never really, really nails it down. There's some interesting stuff in the back, some extras. We get character bios. There's some sketches, which are kind of cool. But, I mean, overall, this is one that, like, you really have to be in the concept, I think, to enjoy. Like, it's not bad. It just doesn't quite, I think, do what it could have or should have. And it's a little bit unfortunate. Out now in comic shops, you can go get it. We get a link beneath this video. Open your zip code to help comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own copy. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that to support our site. So thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, if you're into AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.